Hello and welcome back to the Bielsa Stand YouTube channel, and this is a new video on my Say On Helder Costa. So yeah, Helder Costa was released last week, and yeah, let's talk about his career and his career specifically at Leeds United. So he started off in Benfica Youth Academy. He played a number of appearances for Benfica B, scoring 15 goals. He didn't play a game for Benfica, however, he did go on loan to the likes of Deportivo in Spain, Monaco, where he actually played 25 times, scored 3 goals. He went to the likes of Wolves, then joined Wolves in 2017. Obviously helped them get promoted to the Premier League with Nuno and Barry Douglas. So yeah, he was there for 3 years officially, even though Leeds United bought him in the summer of 2019 on loan with a £15 million mandatory fee. Bielsa thought he was the man who could help us get promoted. Obviously, the season before Helder Costa came, we were defeated in the playoffs against Derby County. Now, interestingly, Helder Costa was very hyped. I think a lot of fans were very excited. He got promoted with Wolves. It looked like a quality player, Premier League player. So I think when Leeds heard that we're getting Costa, I think a lot of players and fans, well, a lot of fans were very happy. They thought it boosts the squad. So he comes in on loan, and he had a first good season, let's be honest. He played the majority of the games in the Championship. He scored about 3 goals. Yeah, and like he was the main starter, I would say, throughout that team. Obviously, he then, at the end of the season, got his double championship medal because, he won the championship twice because he did it with Wolves and then did it again with Leeds United. So he's now got 2 championship medals as Barry Douglas has as well, who also came from Wolves that summer, joining Leeds United. Now, people were very excited, thinking, oh, we're going to get Barry Douglas, we're going to get Helder Costa. It's basically a Premier League team that, well, half of the Wolves Premier League team, it seems like they're coming to Leeds. People were very hyped about it because they knew Barry Douglas was good at potentially free kicks and set pieces, and they heard, and like we knew Helder Costa had done well in Wolves and helped them get promoted. So more about his Leeds career. So he obviously then, in his second season, didn't really play as much. We brought in Rafinha. So Helder Costa was more of a backup option, with Rafinha starting most games. I think Costa started in the cup games, and I think with Costa, ever since Rafinha came in, his career at Leeds United went downhill because, let's be honest, Rafinha is on a different level to Helder Costa. So obviously Bielsa would have played Rafinha rather than Costa. And he did play. He played 25 times, scoring 4 goals. So he did play a lot. I think most of those games were from the bench, possibly. I don't know if he started. But yeah, I think possibly Dan James weren't there that season, but I can't remember who played on the other wing with Rafinha playing. But yeah, Helder Costa played games then. Our second season in the Premier League, we bring in Dan James, and Costa is told to go to Valencia on loan. So he joins Valencia on loan. I think there was an option to buy. Valencia didn't use that option. He actually played 22 times for Valencia, having 0 goals. And I think a lot of the fans in Valencia were disappointed. I think they thought it was a flop and they didn't want him to join them on a permanent deal. So he didn't do much in Valencia, let's be honest. So yeah, he spent the season in Valencia, making 22 appearances. Then last season, he went out on loan to Saudi Arabia, Al Ittihad, to join his former manager Nuno. And let's be honest, he started the trend. He's a trendsetter, Helder Costa, because he was one of the first mainstream players to join the Saudi League before Ronaldo, before the likes of Jordan Henderson, before Verratti, before Benzema, before Sane, before Mane, before Alioski. Alioski's now playing in Saudi. Before Neymar, Helder Costa was there. and he won the league last season, I think. I mean, he won a trophy last season with Al Ittihad. And yeah, I mean, I think he was probably happy with how last season went. He then comes back this summer. Obviously, he wasn't part of Leeds United plans. Farke said that he was training on his own and that he probably won't stay at Leeds, and they're trying to find a solution. And that's where last week the mutual consent between both the player and the between Leeds decided to mutually consent his contract. So yeah, now he's a free agent. But yeah, Helder Costa, I think overall played a big part in that promotion season. You know, he played the majority of the games. He scored some goals. And in the Premier League, it wasn't as easy as him. But I think he's definitely a championship winger. I think if he goes to a championship team, I think he would do well. He obviously wasn't in the plans of Farke. And you see why, because we got the likes of Somerville, we got the likes of Nonto, we got the likes of other players that can play in the wing. So he's not really a starter, maybe a bench option for Leeds. But yeah, so where will he go next? Let me know. Who knows where he'll go next? But yeah, his transfer value's gone right down. Obviously, when Leeds brought him in, his transfer market value was £15 million. But now it's just over £3 million. He's 29 years old, so he's in the peak of his career. You may say he's won 2 championship trophies. As I said, he's won Saudi Arabia championship and one Portuguese League Cup winner. So he has won quite a few team trophies. And I think maybe he'll go to Saudi. Maybe he'll join the MLS. Who knows? He may even go back to Portugal. But I mean, as I say, he can definitely play in the championship. I think he's good enough to play in the championship. But where would you see him play in the championship? Could he play for the likes of Ipswich? Could he play for the likes of, let's say, Southampton? Probably not Southampton, if I'm honest. But yeah, maybe even like Preston or Sunderland or QPR, or even Sheffield Wednesday can have him. But yeah, that's really it on Helder Costa. I think overall he was a good player. I think he was all right. Obviously not great or exceptional or world class, but he did okay. And I think in years to come, we'll look back at Helder Costa and be like, okay, he actually contributed to that promotion team, even though he probably won't be remembered high up of that promotion team compared to the likes of Bamford and Meslier and, Ayling, Forshaw, Pascal, Calvin Phillips, all those main core players that we had during that season. I think Helder Costa didn't have that personality where he was very out there, so I think he may be forgotten by fans. But yeah, good luck to Helder Costa for the future. And that's really it for this week's, this video. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.